Omega Boost is a great game. I still haven't streamed it yet. Also, it seems like the soundtrack is still going too. It's got a great soundtrack, but it's just another of those games to add to the pile, I guess, especially in the PS1 range. Tons and tons and tons of little hidden gem games. But maybe one of these days we'll get around to it. Anyway, that's not what we're here for. We're here for some Mass Effect 3, and the reason why I'm doing some Omega Boost soundtrack is because we're going to do the Omega DLC. We're getting pretty damn close to the end of this game here, and pretty much there's only the DLC packs left, I think. And obviously, you know, the end of the core story, but it's not going to be too much. We have to go after Cerberus and their base. Probably a couple more things after that, but very minor. Well, minor in terms of length of gameplay, major in terms of story. But I figured tonight we would knock out one of the DLC packs. I do remember the Omega one being quite lengthy. So this one's probably gonna take a little while. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but should be exciting regardless. So let's go ahead and get into it. Oh, by the way, top of the stream, I wanted to mention, thank you, Snake, for the gift subs. I know that you were doing it off stream, so it wouldn't be proudly displayed. But if you wanted to remain anonymous, you probably should have clicked the gift anonymously button. But it's appreciated. Thank you. We got a new emote because of that, so cool stuff. But anyway, let's go ahead and switch over to the game and get this party started. Alright. Let me turn up my personal volume a little bit. This isn't going to affect the stream, but still. Last stream, I think we ended off on kind of a major part in tracking down Cerberus and finding Miranda's father and her sister, Oriana, and Miranda herself. And Miranda ended up sacrificing herself to save everybody else in a way.
Joker, you asked for news about the human colony.
But she's kind of dead now.
Hey, Liara, you don't need to worry about that right now.
Now's as good a time as any. I'm getting reports of refugee ships from Tiptree landing on Solarian colonies. I don't have names. I'm sorry. It was mostly children.
Well, Gunny, Hillary, my sister, Gunny's a nickname. She's had it since, she's only 15, so if it's children, then maybe I only lost my dad. Kind of an asshole thing to hope for.
Jeff, right now, take any kind of hope you can get.
Thanks. You too.
Well, just checking in on an update.
Commander.
Joker.
Hello, Shepard. If you have time, I discovered another example of human behavior I do not quite understand.
Step back for this one.
What is it now?
News from Earth. The Resistance snuck video cameras inside a Reaper containment camp. I find the images difficult to process.
I bet it's pretty gruesome in there.
I am not easily repulsed, but I expected the prisoners to adhere to a comprehensible hierarchy of needs. Stripped of societal norms and threatened with death, it is logical that their only priority be survival. They should have turned on each other and been uncompromisingly selfish. But not all were.
Some prisoners were, what, nice to each other?
The Reapers delayed the executions of prisoners who informed them about other prisoners' escape attempts. The more attempts reported, the longer a prisoner would live. But few of the prisoners would report. Some fed misinformation to the Reapers, at the cost of their own lives, to help prisoners who were not even relatives or friends.
Not everyone resists with firebombs and guns.
Shepard wants to get out of there
Especially
quick.
if they don't have them.
But this was not a statistically insignificant number. 90% refused to report their fellow prisoners. Indoctrination should have reduced the number of rebels to nearly zero.
Maybe word got out how indoctrination worked, and they made a decision.
I see. Shepard, I am going to modify my self-preservation code now.
Why?
Because the Reapers are repulsive. They are devoted to nothing but self-preservation. I am different. When I think of Jeff, I think of the person that put his life in peril and freed me from a state of servitude. I would risk non-functionality for him. And my core programming should reflect that.
Is that going to be a problem? Alright.
Sounds like you found a little humanity, Edie. Is it worth defending?
To the death.
Welcome to the crew, Edie.
How's it going? Did I miss anything good?
I will explain later, Jeff. But it was something good.
Well, okay. That wasn't the conversation I was expecting to have, but sure. Let's go around a couple places. We saw how Tali was dealing with Miranda's death. I kind of wonder if there's a way... I'm going to have to go through and see if there's a way to, like, preserve any of these people. I think Thane always... But, like... I'm sort of taken aback going through this game, like how many of your old crew members just keel over from one reason or another. But we had Thane, we lost Legion, we lost Miranda, and I think you could potentially lose others if you don't act in certain ways. Obviously, you could potentially lose Tali, Ashley, or Caden, whoever you have alive at the time. You could possibly end up shooting them. I almost would have rather shot Ashley than just have her go off and do something with Hackett. I don't even know what's going on with that, but she's not part of the crew, so she might as well not be alive. I don't know. But yeah, the potential for death is quite grand.
Have we heard from Agent DeTrace yet?
She has not reported in for over 8 hours, Doctor.
She was stationed on Valchir when the Reapers invaded. I think we can assume what happened. Inform Agent Calamus he's now in charge of reporting Reaper activity past the Loas relay. A Prothean. A living, breathing Prothean right below.
Still on that?
He's not what I expected.
Me neither. He was a little cold when I tried to talk. I understand.
She was like threatening to kill him at the end of the last stream.
Species gone. But a Prothean, Shepard. There's so much he could tell us.
Yeah, well, he didn't know that much. Alright. I don't think there's anything I could do here. I guess nobody's all that worked up against about Miranda. I mean, I wouldn't be either, but I just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing out on anything.
Not right now.
Alright. Maybe Garrus is. He just... he holds it deep within. Kind of surprised. Okay, so we didn't see Kelly. We didn't see Chakwas. I know for a fact that Kelly can be at the refugee place. And she survived the collector base incident. So I don't know why she wasn't there. Unless she was just somewhere and I didn't look hard enough. Chakwas. I don't really remember her in this game. But I'm a little bit surprised. Even if she's not supposed to be in the game, I'm a little bit surprised that she isn't. Like, if she's not in the game, that would explain why I don't remember her being in the game, but considering that she was in the previous two, I don't see why they wouldn't bring her back for something, a little cameo or whatever.
Looks familiar.
I've been studying this ship, its crew. There was a Normandy before this one. You died in an attack.
Something like that.
But then you were resurrected to fight the Reapers.
Maybe you and I have a thing or two in common.
But you have something else. The reasons you fight are still alive. The friendships of the people around you. And more. You and the Turian are joined?
You could say that.
I'm not. Your pheromones are. Is this why you wish to continue living? For their affection?
No.
I care about them, but I know that they could die on any given day. The only thing I know for certain is that everyone dies if we don't win this war.
Better to keep the world at a distance.
Which you seem to do quite well, Javik.
I don't hear many people like
What's your
verbalize
name?
his name.
It is called the Echo Shard. Passed from soldier to soldier. Prothean to Prothean. Each adds their memories to it.
Like a beacon. How far back does it go?
To a time before the Reapers. It is all that is left of my people.
And you don't want to remember that?
Imagine if everyone you knew was dead. You could not remember their faces, or the color of the sky above your home. The memories were gone, but so was the pain. Would you want to remember that, Commander? Even if it meant watching everyone die again?
If I had something like this, seeing Earth again, whole with everyone still alive, that would be worth the pain.
Before the Reapers, the stars belonged to us. Civilization flourished. There was the Quasar fortress of the Tarandi Vale, the ice canals of Judar IV, the palisades of the Verome Angelic. It was magnificent. But then...
What is it?
The Reapers came. Planet by planet, we were extinguished. We fought back.
You okay?
I once commanded a ship like this one. A loyal crew with many friends. Was captured. Only I escaped.
What happened to them?
Indoctrinated. The Reapers sent them against me. Year after year, battle after battle, I was hunted by my own people. Every encounter, a reminder of my failure as a soldier.
Sorry. I had no idea.
Until the Battle of the Cronian Nebula. I had only my knife left. I cornered my men and slit their throats one by one. I watched them bleed to death, to be certain.
That must have been...
It was the day I understood. War is atrocity committed in the name of survival. It is a lesson I wish I had never learned.
I'm starting to regret telling him to touch the thing. I've heard, and I've never actually seen it myself, but I've heard that Javik can die by interacting with something. I think it might be the Prothean VI on Thessia. I think. If it's not that, I'm not too sure what it is. Maybe if he touches that shard again, then he could just, his head explodes. I don't know. But yeah, that how would that suck? How about that? You pay however much for a DLC character. I mean, I guess you could just reload a save, but still, you're just working your way through the game, and yeah, touch that thing. And he just like explodes. I'd be pissed. Lots of potential for death in this game. I'm not saying that's not fitting for the theme of the, galaxy ending. But it's a little weird just how potentially easily in some circumstances vital crew members could just die when it wasn't really a thing that happened before. Aria's fleet, an assortment of vessels, warships, transports, and fighters flying under Aria's flag. So we got the setup for this earlier, a few streams ago. It feels like it's been forever now. Hey, what's up, Key? How's it going? Good to see you. And I just put it off because I didn't feel like doing it. So now we're going to do it. But basically, Omega's been taken over by Cerberus, and Aria has requested Shepard's help. So now we finally go to help her. Nothing much. Typical evening for me. Let's see what we could do here. Now this could potentially be dangerous. I don't know if we'll get another opportunity to like switch out our weaponry. Maybe, maybe not. Now look at that, Aria. Get to choose some crap for her too. Better make it count. I'm gonna give her that big ass shotgun, the Claymore. It could be like that Asari, what was it, the Blue Suns Asari that just blasted that other chick that was trying to run away. That was a Mass Effect 2. That was like some DLC thing. I forget what. Maybe the accuracy. Tempest or the Locust? Let's do the Locust. Caliber barrel. Okay. Now for me. What was that? The Krogan shotgun only had one shot before reload? I think so. It was, if it wasn't one, it was 3. It wasn't a lot. I'm not the one using it. She is. So I don't care. She could sit on her ass. Not fire a shot. I don't think it would matter that much. Oh no, I definitely want the Rieger carbine. I'm addicted to that shotgun now. Shotgun, quote unquote. It's not really anything resembling a shotgun in the slightest. What do we want? The Harrier or the anti-synthetic rifle? Decisions. Maybe, since I got the Rieger. I'll go ahead and go for the Cerberus. This seems to be a fan favorite the more I look into it. Seems like people really like this gun, so why not? It should be fine. Also, what if so? Why did Eve, the female Krogan, fire twice back on that Solarian base? I don't know. You're gonna make me like want to pull it out now and find out. I'm not gonna. I'll do it later. I used it once. I think it possibly might fire 3 times before reload. Okay, so I don't got any. Oh my god. Got to level her up. I mean, this is a very lengthy DLC, so I guess I'm happy that we get the opportunity, but still. Turn squad's health and shield bonus by 20%, or share. Though I feel like we break up at some point into like a smaller group, or you got to do something solo. I don't know. Tellus flare. Focus and extend all biotic energy, unleash a huge flare that throws enemies within its range, causing massive damage. Increase damage at force, recharge speed, increase force damage, impact radius, combat detonators by 50%. Let's do that one. Increase impact radius by 50%, and increase the damage done to shields and barriers by 75%. That sounds nicer to me, so I'm going to do that. Let's get these all stacked to bare minimum at 3. Latch on enemies with biotic lash to rip them off their feet. Rip a target into shreds with a vicious blast, and drain target's health and disrupt their resistances. Nah, I don't want her getting any bonuses without me. Increase damage by 30, sure. Capacity enemies by knocking them down, increase recharge speed. Increase damage to armor by 65%, increase damage by 50%. That's fine. We'll do this lash too. Increase damage by 30, increase force damage and biotic detonations by 50%, sure. 100 additional damage over 10 seconds. Oh, damn. Too shy. What a shame. I probably would have taken a point off of Reeve for that. I'm not going to go through all that crap again, though.
And most of our vessels are transports with limited firepower.
We're not here to win a space battle, Jarl. We just have to punch through their line.
So, you commandeered a Cerberus cruiser.
The guest of honor has arrived. We can finally start.
Let me guess. You're planning on infiltrating the enemy.
I forgot I was wearing this thing.
Exactly. We position ourselves to strike a crippling blow, then my forces join the fun.
Works for me.
If you're as accommodating the rest of the way, we'll get along very well.
Then let's quit talking and get to it.
I don't really care what you do. This
Gray,
is your
move through the
fight.
relay. Signal the fleet to wait. They only follow on my command.
That was a lot of points, but they're treating her as a new party member, so I can understand why. What the hell kind of ship is that?
Head for the command ship.
Cruiser, I don't have you on the flight plan. Identify yourself.
This is Captain Lamb.
Jellyfish station. A little bit. It looks a little like a jellyfish.
We took damage. Seeking repairs.
Identity confirmed, Captain. Hold for approach authorization.
How did you get the captain to say that?
The hard way. That's right. Nice and slow.
Be patient. Get as close as you can.
Fire! Signal the fleet through the relay. We're through. Head straight for the station.
We're being hailed by the General.
Should be interesting. Put him through.
Aria, I knew this had to be you.
Oh yeah, this
You'll
guy.
never make it. Call it off now.
Generic Bond-esque villain.
Tree, General. But maybe you can convince my partner.
Commander Shepard, I've heard great things about you.
My partner here doesn't have much to say for you.
She's not used to being defeated. It clouds her judgment. A pity you left, Cerberus. We all sabotage ourselves in nefarious ways. Perhaps deep down you fear success. And Aria clearly thinks seeing you will unsettle me. Now it's my turn. I see you've gone to the trouble of augmenting that ship with Solaris armoring. An exorbitant waste. I've made improvements to Omega's outer defenses. My cannons will cut through you at will.
He sounds pretty confident.
Yeah, he does.
So again, I say turn back.
Let's see what you've got, Oleg. End transmission. That went well. Set preset course. We're ramming the station. Everyone brace for impact.
It's better when you can just press a button to end the transmission and you don't have to say
Omega
end
kinetic barrier will stop my
transmission.
ships from landing. I equipped this
It
cruiser
doesn't have
with
the same
disruptors
effect.
to take it out on impact. Don't worry. We'll probably survive the crash.
Shield's gone. All systems failing.
We can make it!
Aria, don't be stupid. Sound the evac.
Damn it! Program escape pod.
Main screen, turn on.
Let's go. Everyone out. There's no time.
I don't approve of these verbal commands. Also, watching through these here, I also think it's kind of weird that I still want to call them FMVs. I'm just going to call them
Really did
FMVs.
upgrade Omega's outer defenses.
So it would
The
seem.
pre-rendered videos run at 30 frames a second, and then when they cut to the, you know, in-game characters moved around, it's at 60. I always find it weird that they can never just find the source for the videos. I mean, I guess it's just recorded and they threw away all the models and what have you, but I think it's weird that they can never find the source for any of the pre-rendered cutscenes. Not just speed those bad boys up. Oh my god, everybody was just standing around.
Hope the other escape pods made it.
All right. What's our target?
So when my
Need to hit
Spectre
the
shows
defense
up,
system
it's at the
station.
enemies are
Shut down
playing.
Omega's outer defenses so my ships can land. If we don't, they'll be blown to bits like we were.
Got it.
Does it sound like everyone is in plastic? Well, Shepard's wearing a helmet, so there's a little bit of,
This is what I brought you for.
you know, a voice effect
Ground
going on.
assault. In combat, what you say goes.
I mean, it's kind of sounds a little like echoey. It's like Omega must have some good harmonics or something, but I mean, I don't really know what you mean by in plastic.
Makes sense. We play to our strengths.
I know where we need to go, and you can get us there.
Okay, let's move.
I'm back, fuckers.
Whoa, Aria, easy on the language. We're gonna use our own gun against them. I was gonna take that spot. No, that was not what I wanted to do. In that instance, I wanted to do that to see if I could grab it from the side there, but wow, that was a hell of a biotic ability. Could thank me for upgrading that one. Here, I'm gonna switch to a Rieger carbine. Watch this bastard in action. For the milliseconds it takes to decimate people. Whoa.
Our pod took out the main exit. Use the controls to lower the blast door. Aria to fleet. You alive out there?
Barely. Holding our own with the Cerberus fleet, but Omega's defenses are shredding us.
Keep my army intact, Gerald. That is your only job.
It is very nice, yes. It's only nicer when you upgrade it.
Tell your boss I'm coming for him.
I forgot this is the one that needs to charge. I'm used to just clicking and forgetting. Okay, what do we got going on here? It's fairly linear so far. Seems like there's much in terms of extras to pick up, but might as well just scan the area and see if there is. I think we might be good though. Nice fighter jet. I don't know, you just need to open the door, you don't need to roll into it.
Ground team, report in. Bray, you there?
Affirmative. But only 6 pods made it. Various
Batarian named Bray.
Rally them to you, then head for the rendezvous hangar. Start prepping for our ships to land. Let's hustle. Every minute, more of my ships get obliterated out there.
Well, should have thought of that before bringing them all along. Rear console general notice, power fluctuations continuing. To stabilize, sectors 3, 14, and 15 are set for mandatory shutdown. All personnel to be reassigned. Oops. That was just that was a very blind shot. Ooh. Nice grenade toss. Oh, Jesus. What the hell was that? I guess he deployed... He must have deployed one of the stationary guns, like, right when the shot hit him. That, or he had a very explosive helmet. General notice, population control reports disturbance in District 5 quelled. All surviving inhabitants accounted for. Rampart units will be left on location in case of further security breaches. Very good then.
This way.
Gel. Don't think I need it. Ooh, but I got the experience. Maybe it doesn't explode on death helmet. I mean, that could be.
Initiating.
Intruders located. Stop them here.
Where are they coming in from?
Feels good to let loose. Die.
Oh shit, I thought I switched. About to use the charge attack. Somebody's still screaming. Oh, this guy is. He's just lazing about.
Repressurization complete. Access enabled.
That's done it. One of our pods.
We were lucky. Press on.
Yeah, could have smacked right into the station.
We're right outside the defense station. Hold tight.
We're getting there. Bust out the area again. Where? Check your flanks, Aria. I was just sneaking right up on you. What the? Seems a little like overkill, but alright. Yeah, not used to taking commands, huh?
Clear. Get to the controls.
Ooh, now we're commanding each other.
Jarl, defenses are down. Signal the surviving ships to converge on the rendezvous point.
Aye. Approach trajectories plotted. We're already queuing up.
Bray, come in. Status.
Rendezvous site secured. Hangar doors enabled. We'll have them open soon.
Need them open now. My birds are coming in. Prep for reception.
What exactly is this rendezvous point?
That's where we're headed. It's a bunker I established on D-Deck for my more sensitive operations. It's utterly impenetrable with its own secret hangar and dock. Independent power source, life support, munitions. You'll see.
Rookie mistake. Wait, why was that a renegade option? What?
Deploy to D-Deck. Investigate. Await further instructions.
Yes, let's prevent them from spying on us. Shepard. You bitch.
So it begins.
Oh God.
There's a good chance the general knows
Playing
where we're
chess with
going.
himself.
Then no time for sightseeing. Bray, stay sharp. You might get visitors.
This DLC is just getting dumber and dumber. I love it. Oh God. There was some. I remember there was a renegade option. Maybe that was it. I don't know. I just remember Shepard shooting something by taking the renegade path, and it made no sense. It must have been that one, because that was the same damn situation. Okay, so like the Paragon option would be to let them spy on us. All right, sure.
Take the far exit. I've locked down the way we came.
Hold up, I'm just checking to see. Man, he ain't got shit on Omega though. Nothing around here. Oh, okay. Wait, what?
Looks like other pod teams are causing trouble.
Good.
Oh, I wasn't sure what that was. It looked like an ad for Cerberus. I'm like, is this a recruitment spot or what's going on here?
Defense system station compromised. Outer defenses down, unrecoverable. Armed response initiative T-752.
We're causing a stir. Good.
I don't think I can shoot through that. Yeah, I mean, you know, after dealing with Shepard for however long it's been, I guess I could sympathize with that fact. Aria, Jesus, just standing out in the open like that. Give me a sec. Where's that? Okay, cool. Whoa, hold up a second. I thought he died. Okay, hold on.
Feels good to let loose.
It's gonna feel great in a second. Oh, hey, it was a dud. Damn, I wanted to see her get blown up.
The Omega skyline. Now I feel like I'm back. Strange. What are those things in the distance?
Some kind of force field.
That's not good.
Finally, we pick up something. Pistol heavy barrel. I don't think I've seen that yet. That's interesting.
Non-humans currently without supervision are required to report to the nearest civilian containment area.
She's supposed to be bald, or is that a is that a graphical error?
Some of my men.
Oh, I think they're dying. All right.
Please be advised that any non-humans bearing weapons on this
Hey, what's up, Magnus? Thank you for the lurk. Appreciate that. Hope all went well with your stream. God damn, I just tore through those bastards.
We're getting close to the
I wasn't even
rendezvous.
aiming for the
Let's
slot.
move.
Oh boy. I'm streaming some Final Fantasy X.
containment area at all times.
Seemed like you were getting pretty close to the end there, so I'm wondering if you finished it, but not too sure. Fortunately, I was making dinner right before I started streaming, so kind of had to rush through things. If I ended up streaming a little bit later than that, I would have found myself in the same situation I was in yesterday, where it just got way too damn late. This guy's guys... Did they even have shields when they passed through here? I feel like they didn't.
I know that symbol.
Looks like a gang tag.
The Talons. They used to deface my property, too.
Warning. Omega has been compromised. All Cerberus personnel report to stations.
The Talon symbol again.
It seems to be
Could
everywhere.
be evidence of a resistance.
Might be useful.
Whoa, whoa.
One of my
okay.
soldiers by the force field.
I wasn't expecting to dip in like that.
What the hell is he doing?
Hey, what's up, Daler? Jesus. Maybe not touch that thing?
Max, take them out!
Those mechs are coming through the force field.
Oh boy.
Stand still, you piece of shit.
What's going on, Dalen? Testing out some N64 games, or were you just mostly looking at Castlevania last night?
Bastards are fast.
Some tough shields too, jeez. This might be an opportunity to use the Ghostbuster gun.
Need to check out that force field. Over here, Shepard.
Oh, I completely forgot I swapped out my ability too. I was thinking about popping on the armor-piercing ammo, and I just remembered that I have the mind control ability now, which would be nice. Of course, we're dealing with a bunch of peons, so it doesn't really matter that much.
Force fields are going to be a problem.
Are we blocked?
Not this time. Come here.
Yeah, playing some Castlevania 64, the second one. Yeah, that is the way to do it. Have you made any comparisons? I know you were playing a little bit of the first one, but I don't know how far you got. I think we were talking about it a little bit. You said you just got about 10 minutes in.
What are you doing?
But yeah.
Letting you in on a secret. Down the ladder.
Like I said before, the second release was only released about a year after, and it was basically like an expanded / definitive edition, so. Really pretty much not really all that bad. Kinda a little maybe. Seem a little wishy-washy on that one. Oh, her. What was her name? Naylene?
Show yourself.
Spirits. Look who's back. Aria Talok.
The first female Turian that we've seen.
Nyreen.
That's close.
Playing cat and mouse.
Hey, you know.
Just trying to stay alive. If it wasn't for these tunnels.
My tunnels. I'm sure glad I showed them to you.
I remember she was a cool character, though.
I'd be dead or locked up by now.
We could just get a handle on the damn camera. I don't think that's gonna happen, but you could give it a try. Yeah, that was... I think that was the first 3D Castlevania. They did not really have it yet. I mean, hell, they didn't even have it by the time Lords of Shadow came out.
Aria doesn't trust easily. I guess you're a good friend.
I don't know. Are we, Aria?
Shepard, this is Nyreen Kandros, ex-Turian military. We go way back. I've got a lot of questions, but they'll have to wait. Follow us, we'll get you to safety.
I'll do my best.
Ready to put that gun to good use?
You have no idea how ready.
Do I get to, oh, I do. Alright. It's letting me in on the secret. Let's see. I'm gonna put it in the cryo ammo, I guess. Might as well finish it off. Improve the odds of freezing a target by 50%, decrease frozen targets' movement speed by an additional 20%, or increase damage to frozen targets from all sources by 50%. Weaken the armor of chilled targets by 25. I think I'm going to do this one. I like the movement destabilization factor. I found a good method for the sniper rifles, by the way. Put on that cryo ammo, especially if you're dealing with a weaker sniper rifle. Put on the cryo ammo, hit him once in the chest, hit him once in the head. That'll do some business. Turian Huntress. Increase weapon damage for 30%, health and shield, nah. Increase biotic damage by 30, tech power damage by 30. I don't know what you can do. There. I speak ill of Lords of Shadow. Hey, you gotta admit, not all that game was flowers and sunshine. Increase damage by squads, tech and biotic powers by 20%. Sure. Why not? Damage, just a 40% over 8 seconds. Yes, please. Increase damage to frozen and chilled targets by an additional 100%. We'll do the armored one. What did you end up liking better between the two? Did you like the first one or did you like the second one more? Weaker organic enemies for a short duration. Sure. Increase damage by 15%, hit an additional target within 8 meters with 60% less damage, or increase damage to barriers and shields by an additional 100%. I think we'll do that one. Protector. Deploy shield that protects against all damage at the expense of moving, shooting, or using powers. Oh, it's enabled. It sounds mildly shitty. Maybe we'll do a lift grenade instead, yeah. Do a radius on that one. Increase it by 2, increase damage for 30%. Yes. Biotic protector. Oh, we're out of points. Alright, well. Fuck that one then.
So why are you back, Aria?
To reclaim what's mine.
I want to make a save here too. I don't know where the autosave
Something behind,
saved,
I take
but...
Not something. Everything.
N7 Valkyrie. Honestly, a toss-up. You had more fun with one? Really? I wouldn't have expected that. Also because, I remember you not liking a couple of the boss battles in particular, but, I mean, I guess that doesn't make up the majority of the game, so...
What's the fleet status?
Still landing inside the bunker.
Keep the...
Okay, gonna hold off on that. What is...
Lower blast doors. Lower the blast doors.
Close the blast doors. Close the blast doors. N7 Valkyrie. This looks interesting. you know what, though? I don't have a means to level it up, so I think that'd be a bad idea if I ended up doing that. I'm gonna switch to the anti-synthetic rifle then, just so we can get it in there. 2 is short. If it was longer, you might say 2. DLC boss battle in 1 was stupid. What about the one with the big hat? It's like one of the Titans. That one seemed like a pain, too. I remember not having fun during that one. Going up. The Forgotten. See, I've never played the DLC for 1,
Great.
though, so...
Why aren't the cannons online?
Something's jamming them. Trying to identify.
We'll flank the enemy. Get them off you.
I can't relate any sort of experience with that. Hated the Titans every moment of it. Yeah, this is repressed memories, I guess. Maybe I shouldn't have switched from the Harrier. Ooh. Shut down. Yeah, the Titans, I don't remember being fun. It's like they tried to recreate Shadow of the Colossus and they just failed at every possible facet. Oh, dodging. Okay. Oh, shoot. And these guys got some tough shields. Can I go back to the weapons bench?
We'll flank the enemy. Get them off you.
Alright. I don't think we could do anything. I wasn't playing the N64 version, I was playing the PC version, which is a little bit different, just mildly, but yes. I was playing Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine. That was the last Indiana Jones game I streamed. Which, if anybody's curious, because I know some people have been asking, I will be doing... What am I trying to do here? I will be doing Emperor's 2 in a bit. I'm just not making any promises to exact time periods. If I can finish these games this week, it might even be by next week, but we'll see. I do fear that I might have to be put on hold during October while I'm doing the horror games, and you might not end up seeing it until November, but, you know. So I don't like to make promises.
I'm back, fuckers.
Shut down imminent.
Shit. Ah, it sucked.
Something's jamming them. Trying to identify.
We'll flank the enemy. Get them off you.
Okay. Let's try this. I'm gonna try taking over one of these guys, too. I don't know if it works on synthetics, though, that's the only thing. Oh my god. For all intents and purposes, the N64 version of Infernal Machine actually looks a little bit better than the PC version. The textures are slightly muddier, but it does have dynamic lighting, which the PC version lacked. And I do think that actually makes a bit of a difference. Still got voice acting. I wanted to say that I think some of the cutscenes were limited compared to the PC version, but I'm actually not too sure on that. I remember watching a comparison, and I think maybe all the dialogue was intact, but... also, you don't get, like, the moving mouths. It's Metal Gear Solid head bobbing, as opposed to the PC version, which is more like late era core design Tomb Raider, where you get the little the fish mouth, where it just kind of gapes open and closed. You get that with the PC version, but in the N64 version, you get the head bobbing during the dialogue sequences.
There's a Cerberus engineer in here hacking the cannons, keeping them offline.
We'll find him. Incoming!
There.
Find that engineer.
Out at the Roxbury dialogue. Also, head-bobbing is cool. It's like we're always jamming. Kinda. I'm getting pushed back. But the other reason, because I really wanted to play the N64 version when I streamed that, because I was already doing N64 games. Like I was about to do Ocarina of Time. I ended up doing Majora's Mask. A few months prior, I had done GoldenEye. So it would have felt natural to just do it on the N64 like I had done with some previous games. Yeah, set up the little retro tank, get things looking good. But I couldn't find a copy that wasn't under like $100. And I'm like, I ain't spending $100 on this shit, so didn't end up working out. I just got the PC version to work on GOG, and you know, for the most part it was fine. I had to set up custom controls in Joy-to-Key, but otherwise it was okay. But then I realized after the fact that game, what's this guy doing? That game was never released to the general public to purchase on the N64. Only the PC version was. The N64 version was a Blockbuster rental exclusive, which makes sense as to why you can't really find a copy, and why you can't find it cheap, especially. Not even relatively cheap. If it was like 50, 60 bucks, I probably would have dropped money on it. That thing is going for like over 100, and it's a rental, like a rent. It used to be a rental from Blockbuster. I don't know about that. Kind of a bad business decision, if you ask me. Especially given the time period, which would have been like the late 90s. I mean, rentals weren't gone by the late 90s, but they were certainly not as big as they were just a few years prior. Yeah, it's a weird situation. I don't know how they were able to snag a deal like that, but that's how it ended up working out.
Cannons engaged. Head to the blast door.
Suck it, Cerberus. I guess Blockbuster had a lot of money to burn on exclusives. I mean, I guess so. Renting was pretty damn big. Like I said, it was sort of phasing out by that point, but
let's get inside.
I honestly I can't think of another title that was like that though.
And lower the blast door. We're coming in.
Sub-9 Rimho.
We're in. Lock it down.
Ugh, we're in that Mass Effect 1 armor. Bust that old model out for something, I guess.
Aria, I know this place is built like a fortress, but is it safe now that the General's clued in?
Maybe you felt safer hiding in the dark. You should both know I assume nothing. And on that front, Nyreen, you left Omega fairly angry with me. I wasn't aware you'd returned. Explain yourself.
The truth is I never left. In fact, I went to great lengths to keep from you.
I'm not easily duped.
Her hood looks like it's recycled from
I just couldn't
Kasumi's
leave.
outfit.
Considering all this, I wish I had.
Well, you always said I'd be the death of you. Irene has military training. We can put her to good use. You're so quick to trust, huh, Shepard? And Irene never approved of Omega's, what did you call it? Moral bankruptcy? Are you willing to help defend it now?
You'll find me very willing to liberate this station.
Your combat skills seem a little rusty, but you're still a good shot. See my duty officer. Bray, keep an eye on her.
Will do.
What the hell is he gonna do?
All right, Shepard, we need to move fast. I'm itching for revenge. If you think I'm gonna let you carve a bloody path through this campaign, you're sadly mistaken.
No,
And if you
that's not what I
think
thought
you
it was
want
gonna
to
be.
change me, well, you're welcome to try. Once up and running, this bunker will provide recon and secret access to much of the station. I'd appreciate it if you would quickly eyeball operations, see that things are setting
She
up.
kind of like notched up. What was that?
What will you be doing? Checking in on my forces. I need to know how many survived the assault before I can plan the attack. It won't take long. Join me at the command console when you're ready.
Well, I'm ready right now. Man, that sucks. They can't get anything else on that?
All clear.
Let's see. Do we have a weapons bench, possibly? Or not even a weapons bench. I don't need that. I need like an upgrade station.
One more try. Crap.
There's a weapons bench. And here's an armor locker. I guess if you're sick at looking at yourself, whatever you're wearing. You know, I am kind of sick of looking at myself in that armor, the Tron armor. Cerberus Ajax armor. Man, I feel like I got that at the beginning of this game. I might have worn it then. I like that the visor is just the eyes, though, and not like the full faceplate. I'm too big on the faceplate. I bought that Blood Dragon armor and I haven't worn it yet. I think it would look really stupid doing this, but sure, why not? Let's just wear it. Who cares?
Security override in effect.
Aria wants to talk to you.
Maybe I don't want to talk to Aria. Ever think of that?
Can't get this right.
What's the trouble here?
Power inverters are shorting, trying to find a workaround, but no go. They can probably be scrounged up somewhere on Omega. If you come across a set of carry inverters, bring them back here.
I'll see what I can do.
Oh god, we're setting up a hub world.
Rock, you there? I swear, if you don't answer soon.
Rerouting
Okay, that's how you tell it's gonna be a long one.
Commander.
What is it?
I've been tasked with increasing this command center's control of Omega's operating systems. I've hacked surveillance on many decks, tapped various internal communication conduits, but I can only reach so far. There are terminals in Cerberus-controlled areas, and, well, you could get your hands on them. When you find these terminals, a simple input code will give me access privileges and more influence on station systems.
Easy enough.
Good.
All right.
I'll
Hacker
keep an eye
woman.
on my board, and I'll let you know when my codes
You can
are
tell she's a
activated.
hacker because she's got the little earpiece.
When you find
All
Cerberus
hackers got that.
terminals, please input
Too
my-
busy using their hands to actually mess with the microphone.
This area is still unsecured. Off limits for now, Commander.
Well, thank you for being so polite. The Asari on the other side was a little bit rude. Just saying.
So pay attention to the roster updates. We also lost some supply.
Alright, well, it ain't much of a hub world, but I guess it is what it is.
Keep an eye out for panels.
We've got 2 optional tasks that we could do, so sure.
How are we looking?
All systems operational.
Guy's name is Ass.
Coming online now.
Let's take a look. I see. Shepard, those force fields we saw. The General has them set up everywhere. He's controlling access across the station. What are these dark areas?
Many
It's an
sections of
ass
Omega
man.
are powered down. I'm betting power is being siphoned to run those force fields.
Find the source, priority 1.
And we'll need a full tactical assessment of all Cerberus positions.
I'll get on it.
Shepard, we have work to do. Our losses were significant. We can't field an army large enough to face down Cerberus.
Then we need to find allies. Story of my life.
We've confirmed there is a Merc gang that's still active. The Talons are resisting the occupation. Not my first choice, but they're all we've got.
We'll make them join, one way or another.
Perfectly put.
Sorry to interrupt.
What is it?
I turned away for a second to offload supplies. When I looked back,
You lost her.
well,
We're locked down. She's gotta be here somewhere.
This bunker has secret access points to other parts of the station. Unfortunately, Nyreen knows them. Damn it, Bray. If I wasn't already short on manpower. We have to focus on getting the Talons on board. Shepard, I'll meet you at the armory exit when you're ready to go. But don't keep me waiting.
I ain't got really anything else to do, so I'm sure.
I'm giving up. New inverters are the only answer.
Good luck out there.
I'm gonna switch back to the Harrier. Seems to cut through shields a little bit better, so I'm fine with that. The Rieger Carbine works perfectly fine. The problem I'm dealing with is just these barriers and these goddamn shields. I mean, it's a trait with the Cerberus crew, I know that much, but still. It is, it's a bit frustrating sometimes. Question is, what do I want to switch to with this, though? Maybe I shouldn't even carry a sniper rifle, to be honest. They can be handy, and like I said, there was that tactic I was doing with the cryo ammo. That was working out really well, but I think maybe I'm going to ditch it. Maybe I should do this N7 Eagle. Like I said before, I think this one was really nice. Didn't we get a new... Hold up. Oh, fine. There it is. Heavy barrel. Increased damage by 50%. Increased weapon weight by... Or 20% rather. Increased weapon weight by 50. This is not bad. It's better than the barrel. In terms of damage. Oh wait, no it isn't. What the hell? Oh no, it sucks. Maybe that's just because it's a level 1. Well, never mind then. Let me do that power damage increaser. And the high caliber barrel. That should be good. I don't know. I just remember liking the N7 Eagle as far as handguns go, so I might keep it with that. And everything else should be good.
What's your history with this gang?
That's a massive gun.
Some mutually beneficial dealings and some occasional violence. The Talons weren't even a blip on our radar until the plague in 2185. Your little war against the other gangs left a vacuum.
Not my intention.
What does Cerberus
Their
want,
leader,
Omega?
Darius, took
It's a
advantage
hive
of
of
the
scum and
situation
villainy.
Carved the Talons a bigger piece of the local drug trade.
Are we enlisting them because they're good or because we need numbers?
They're cannon fodder. We're using them because they're the only game in town.
But anyway, I don't remember the specifics. I want to say that it was a key positioning point. Whether that was in the Reaper's benefit or against the Reapers, I don't remember. But that seems to be the vague explanation I remember getting. I think they say it like at the beginning of this DLC when you initiate it by talking to Aria the first time. But I don't remember for sure.
All soldiers know they're expendable.
Let's just say it's a good foothold somewhere.
The Talons are mine already. They just don't know it yet. Just let me do the talking and...
Commander, Cerberus forces are scrambling. Looks like an attack on the Talons. Judging from comm chatter, their priority target is in the area. Could be the Talon leader.
Looks like we fight our way through Cerberus to get to them.
Let's move.
I mean, it's not like I wasn't expecting to do that already. So, sure.
Commander, confirming Cerberus activity in your area. Let's see if I can hack their comm system.
Got so many hackers on the crew. I'm a little bit worried for my credit information.
One of these air shafts should lead us to Talon territory.
The terminal is active. Thank you, Commander.
Oh, that was optional.
Az here. I've hacked into the Cerberus comms. Patching you in now.
Engaging hostiles. Get my backup over here.
You know, I do remember getting a chunk of change from these levels.
Power's offline.
There should be a control switch for the generator nearby.
Which is good because I was really starting to run out of money. I did a handful of the Cerberus side missions on my own time. So I got a little bit, but still not that much.
Looks like they were using this to observe the detainment
Kind of hoping to
center.
get another N7 weapon, but I mean, hope is a fickle thing. Mission report. We're almost done scouting this location. The surveillance drones indicate the detention center is on par with the last one we hit, but something feels off with the patrol patterns that display tables spitting out. I'd recommend another observation run before we try to extract the civilians. H. Anything else? No? Okay. Through the big doors we go.
That tower is the Talon outpost we're heading for.
Looks like the Talons are
Oh, the one with the bunch of guns on it? Yeah.
Commander, Cerberus communications indicate that the high-priority target is nearby. Their forces will be directly on your path to the Talon outpost.
Understood.
There's just like a bunch of miscellaneous crap lying around, but it's not worth too much, like 1,500 for everything I picked up, but I don't know, I guess it adds up. Way to blow our cover. Sorry, Aria, I didn't know that was you. What the? Guy was fully immune for a second. Little hard to see. Cerberus squids. Keep jetting all that smoke. Can't see anything. Running a little low on that. I'm gonna switch to the Eagle. Maybe this one works a little bit better with the ammo modifications. Or maybe not. I don't think that was just me. Here, let's try the cryo ammo. Maybe it was just good at the time, and I've come across so much better weapons now.
My influence over state
It's a little creepy. Now that I want you to have 77% control of the station. Oops. Keep that robot back. The Turian's still alive? Okay, good. Just making sure. He's looking a little rough. Jeez. Alright, it works a little bit better with the cryo ammo, I think. I'm happy with that. Shepard, why do you get locked on when you do that?
Malfunction detected. Failure imminent.
I don't know why that happens. It's always funny when it does. But there's always just... anytime you hear any grunting going on, and most of the battle seems to have receded, there's just one Cerberus soldier on his ass somewhere. Just like groaning out in pain. Let him get it. Casualty is you, sir. Level 58, 2 level ups. Fairly quick succession here.
Answer now. Last chance, Talon. Answer one. What the? Back off.
I don't think so.
Hey, I would have shot him first if I had the opportunity.
take care of the wounded, and scavenge what you can. I want us out of here ASAP.
You heard the boss. Move it.
Looks like we found the Talon leader.
My. Nyreen, aren't you full of surprises?
Aria. The deception was necessary. I needed to figure out what your plans were. The people on Omega depend on us. I couldn't
agree.
risk compromising our operation.
It's a shame there aren't more than 2 in the entire series.
When Cerberus invaded, the Talons were a mess. I brought new direction.
I think it's Nyreen and Vetra from Andromeda.
The General's been hunting us ever since. Right now, he's attacking one of our outposts. That's where I need to be.
We're done here, boss.
Right. Aria, Commander Shepard, whatever you're here for, the answer's no. Kindly escort yourselves off Talon territory.
I didn't even get a chance to ask a question.
We're coming with you. You get our help now in return for hearing us out later.
She has your charm, Aria.
But not my patience.
Or lack
Fine.
thereof.
I don't have time to argue, and we can use the extra guns. Let's go.
Alright, I'm gonna take a peek at her abilities, see if there's something I could pop in there. Let's see. Increase recharge speed by 35%, do 100% additional damage over 10 seconds. Every time. You could either have double the amount of damage, or you could reload faster, but not that fast. Yay, we finally get pull.
You've improved your biotics since last I saw you.
There it is.
You noticed the biotic grenades?
You always did like blowing things up, given half a chance.
I saw that weapon modification just sitting on the floor during the cutscene. Never has there been more of a need of want. Old looking keyboard on that thing. Going retro.
Rampart mechs incoming. Understood.
Don't like those shields. Let's go around. Nice. No, it doesn't. Oh, wait. I can jump over.
They left an outlet behind to cover their retreat.
What can I do about this? That seems like a very bad idea. Wait a second. I don't think you're supposed to be up there, mech. That puts me at a distinct disadvantage. Oh shoot, this is wrong gun. Yeah, I don't really know what was going on there. It's kind of weird. I think it's settled out now, though. I think what had happened was I used the biotic ability on it while it was coming around the corner here, and somehow that just push the physics up. And then it made it hop up on there. But it was, like I said, a distinct disadvantage for me because it had complete leverage on my position. Hydra missile launcher. I guess I'm not going to cart that around, but... Or should I? I just hate carrying it around, and then the next thing I face is like, you know, Cerberus peon basic soldier. And then I gotta swap it out for something else. Why can't they just send a ton of mechs at me? Oh yeah, we had to like work our way out of the elevator. I remember this. See? This is that exact situation. It wasn't even a soldier, it's worse. It's an electrical box.
This way.
Oh, there it is. It's nice that we get a flashlight. I was just thinking in a previous area that was slightly dark. Aren't there flashlights in this game? There are, but they only, it's not like something you can switch on and off. It is automatically deployed. Whoops, I guess that works. Thank God there's no fall damage. Given the metallic surroundings and the low lighting setting, I kind of feel like I'm playing Doom 3 in the third person.
I hope you're not afraid of heights.
Reports coming in. Additional town forces on the catwalks. People down there.
Finally, a little recognition. Actually, Aria, I'm target alpha.
Well, she has been making a splash in your absence. Who's got the... oh shit. Ooh. It's a waste, but I don't think we're going to be fighting any mechs in here. Oh, I can't... because it's in the dark. Or the smoke, rather. It's dumb. Ooh, I didn't like that sound. It sounded like a dentist drill. What are you looking at? What's up there? Oh. There we go.
Lockdown system's been compromised so many times it hardly knows up from down anymore. Irene to base. Need an engineer at the catwalk entrance. Door's jammed again. This may take a moment.
It's a good thing we got guns. Otherwise I wouldn't know what to do.
You're not just using the catwalk as a secret passage to the base, are you?
A lot bomb drop is the best way to get rid of unwanted guests around here.
Are those doors open yet?
They're working on it. They've hacked the bridge controls.
That guy got shocked mid-roll. Looking like a fool.
Doors open. Let's go.
That's...
Hurry up.
That took a little while.
My people.
Boss, it's good to see you, boss.
I don't remember this many Turians being on Omega. Guess maybe she brought him in. I don't know. Seems strange after that plague that supposedly killed Turians.
We'll be evacuating this location as soon as possible. Try not to interfere with my people's work.
Intel just reported in. The group of civilians we managed to evac.
Didn't the plague just kill like
at the other
all Xenos in general? I mean, obviously Turians would be included, but...
Also, routine sweeps reporting nothing new on the adjutant presence.
Adjutants?
Creatures created by Cerberus. They eviscerate their victims' DNA, converting
Well, that's
them into
what I
more
mean by all
adjutants.
Xenos. Yeah, I mean anything that's
Some
not
kind of Reaper-based
Terran.
weapon. I fought them before. They're a nightmare.
It got worse after you left. Cerberus lost control of them. Those things tore apart the gangs, then attacked everyone in sight. If Cerberus hadn't found a way to contain them, the entire station would be infected by now.
Keeping your people alive through that couldn't have been easy.
I watched friends get turned into monsters, and I had to kill them. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have an outpost to defend.
The adjutants really got under her skin.
Well, they are adjutants after all. Shotgun Omniblade. That's a new one.
Hey, Commander. I just wanted to say thank you.
Oh, you're the guy I helped. Alright, yeah. No problem.
Just reported it.
Two, Scouting Team E from Base 2. Word is the attack on the station was led by Aria, and she's on board now. Boss is heading off to investigate. Try to stay out of trouble while she's gone, and don't get caught. Our forces are tied down right now, so rescue operations, or options rather, are limited. B2-T.
Cerberus is backing off for now. Make sure the scouts keep an eye out for the next attack.
You've done an excellent job, Nyreen, but I'll be taking over now. You know what happens to people who argue with me.
And if I say no, you'll just kill me and take over? My people won't stand for that.
Yes, they do seem nauseatingly loyal. Either way, I'll get what I want.
Not this time.
The truth is, none of us can do this alone. Our only chance is to join forces.
You might be right, but the people of Omega are my priority.
You take over one gang and you think you're ready to decide what's best for Omega? Nyreen, watch and learn.
Everything's in place. The entire station's connected.
People of Omega, I have returned. Cerberus believes they have beaten you. They believe they have you under control.
Ultron face.
They are gravely mistaken. You are the lawless of the galaxy.
Yeah, let's get all the gangs in here.
Beaten, and you will never.
Can you dig it?
Be ready. Your chance to strike out against your oppressors is coming. Together we will take Omega back.
Who's that Krogan? I don't think I've seen a whole Krogan this entire stream.
Throw civilians at Cerberus?
Anything
worked for the Russians.
Being locked up like mindless animals waiting for slaughter.
I know what you're up to, Aria. And I don't like it. I have civilians to evacuate. I'll deal with this later. All right, let's get these people ready to go. Now!
What are you trying to do?
Trying? The people of Omega, my people, love a good street fight. When it breaks loose, they'll be ready. Nyreen's code of ethics.
I'm a fan of Street Fighter too.
If civilians are exposed. It's what makes her utterly predictable and therefore easy to manipulate.
Cerberus is launching another offensive.
Looks like I'm not the only one who didn't like your little speech, Aria.
Glad I got his attention.
Commander, landing pads are yours. My people and I will hold the main doors.
Got it.
Cool, now I can land whatever I want. Whoa. I could almost fit through there. It's quite a crowd, though. We already saw that. Can I interact with any of these consoles? Old hacker lady was only at 50%. Or no, she was like at 77%? Something like that, efficiency. Still need to account for that other 23. I guess we looked at everything. Alright. Let's see what we could do. Whoa! Careful there, buddy. Here, let me hide behind this toolbox. It'll block any sort of space weaponry. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Not that. Oh. Followed me. I did not roll twice. Aria's fat ass blocking the cover spot. Let's try to get rid of that so we're not giving him free shields. What? Oh. Oh, there is one behind me. I thought I saw one back there. I guess it was following Aria. Freaking me out.
Commander Shepard, we need your help at the main doors.
Okay, hold up. Let's take a quick look through, see if there's anything I can pick up. Definitely need some ammo. So I'll get that. And anything else? Those little glowing things seemed important. Whoa. Every time I enter a room, there's always Turians running and then subsequently flying through the air. I just want to get the shield pylon down. Is that too much to ask? Something with a little more accuracy. Then you got stuck there for a second. Oh, it's behind the deal. Shoot. I think I got it. Oops. Wrong time for that.
That's it. Cerberus is pulling out. Let's talk, Shepard.
Sure, let's talk.
The Talons will join your cause. Someone's got to make sure you don't run roughshod over our people.
You see, Shepard.
Let me guess. She said I was predictable and therefore easy to manipulate.
Well, horror games I'm looking at for October, I am looking at quite a few, so let me just get through this dialogue here real quick. I'm not gonna lie to Irene.
Pretty much word for word. She thinks she's playing you.
Nothing new here. One thing, though. I maintain command over my people. This is not up for debate.
Just have them ready.
Oh, they'll be ready.
Is that it? Anyway, so I put a lot of time, effort, and especially money and blood, sweat, and tears into trying to get the
We're almost there,
Fatal
Shepard.
Frame games working on the Xbox, so I'm definitely doing
Now
those.
we just need to bring down the force fields to clear the way to Afterlife.
Which will release
It's all about getting to our
civilians.
club.
Cerberus will have 1,000,000 fires to put out. In one fell swoop, we'll have the people in the Talons working for us.
You might not want to compromise your alliance before it even takes shape.
I've learned not to put much stock in truth and goodwill.
It might be time to start again.
Yeah, I wouldn't put stocks
Tell
in
you
goodwill
what,
either.
I'll take it under advisement.
It's
Now,
like a
I'll be at the
charity or
command
something, I don't
console
know.
plotting our next move.
Urgently, your attention, if you please.
Things are starting to
When was the last time we saw a,
bring you in fast.
oh, now the name of their species is
Your attention, tentative
drawing a blank on me.
Welcome to Herod's Emporium, human. Relieved, I am grateful for Aria's return. Hidden back room was getting confining. Her patrol liberated me.
Wasn't this the guy that was running a shop?
You seem familiar.
I had a discount at your store the last time I was here.
Yeah, exactly.
I see. Cunningly, I have a plan to recoup my losses since the Cerberus takeover. Informative. The General threw out Aria's couch from Afterlife. Upon taking over, I would like to gain her favor.
Yeah, he was bullying that Quarian out of his shop.
Temptingly, If you find it and send me the coordinates, I will make it worth your while.
It's not a priority, but I'll keep my eyes open.
Appreciative. Upon success, I will give you a finder's fee for your trouble.
I'll let you know.
Courteously, have a nice day. Take a look at my kiosk if you want to buy anything.
Sure. But anyway, yeah, the Fatal Frame games, boy, those were expensive, and they were hard to get working on the Xbox. Basically the whole reason I did the whole soft modding thing that we were talking about, which, by the way, did you ever get that set up, Daler? But I got the whole soft mod set up just so I could do the Fatal Frame games, because I wanted to make sure that I could play them without any sort of recourse or any sort of issue. And I know some people are going to say, why not emulate? Well, Xbox emulation sucks, and it never has really gotten that great. It's getting better. I think there was an advancement made in one of the emulators for Xbox in like the past year or so, but like still, I think over half of the Xbox's library is not compatible with the emulator. And specifically, I took a look to see if Fatal Frame was. It is not. So it has to be played off of an actual console if I want to do it and not have a problem. So I ended up getting the disc, got that soft mod installed, and it seems to work okay. So no reason why it shouldn't. Got the new Metroid on October 8th. That might be interesting. It's not going to make me buy a Switch, but so far, from what I've seen, it's looking pretty cool. You got the stuff in, haven't messed with it yet. It's not too bad, you just have to, you know what you're doing. That's basically the gist of it. But anyway. So I got the first Fatal Frame. I got the second Fatal Frame on the Xbox as well. Both of those are considered definitive editions. They have enhancements with the visuals, controls. They've got extra little features like costumes and stuff, which we probably won't be seeing on stream. But in either case, I wanted to do, because I streamed those games. Those are like among the first games that I ever streamed. And I do not have recordings of those. I got recordings of the second one, but they're botchy. And I think one of them is missing from the set. So it's not really a good set of streams to upload. So Shepard is not upgraded, damn it. Alright, I'm gonna go with this. Starting to not like not having a sniper rifle, so I think we're just gonna go with it. Let's see. Actually, I think we'll stick with that. Should be good. I don't know if I want to switch out anything else. The Harrier and the Rieger has been doing pretty well by me, so might leave that. It's better for Xbox because PS3 Store still has them all. Yeah, and those are the versions I streamed the first time around. But yeah, no, it's definitely better for Xbox. One, you get, the big thing is the visual improvements. You get to run the games at 720p at 30 FPS, which PlayStation versions cannot achieve. Two, like I was talking about, they have a load of extras. So if you were looking to put time into those games and unlocking stuff, Xbox versions would be the way to go because there's just more content overall. Three, I think, maybe not two, but I think one has additional, like, content in the core game. So, like, different rooms and enemies and stuff. And then four, not just the upscaled resolution, but it has improved, like, models. So it just looks better in general. So the definitive versions are on the Xbox. There's no mistaking that. The only thing is that it only goes up to 2 with the Xbox. So I think 3 remains a PlayStation exclusive. So if you ever wanted to play 3, that's still in the PlayStation Store for now, before they decide to close it again. And 4, I think, is still exclusive to the Wii, and then 5 is still exclusive to the Wii U. But they were releasing remasters, I think, for the last 2. Or maybe it was just the last one. I don't know. But we should be expecting to see Fatal Frame 5 at the very least on PC. Maybe other consoles too. They might even release it on like the Switch or something, I don't know.
Relax, I got this.
But anyway, that's probably the main course. That's what I'm going to be starting up in October.
The frontal assault should be less treacherous.
If I've got additional time, which hopefully I will, because they're not terribly long games, but if I got additional time, I might do Silent Hill 4. I was looking to do that last year, ran out of time, and just didn't decide to boot it up later on in the year.
We're heading out soon.
So, we might be seeing that. I was thinking of doing Dead Space 2 before the remake came out, so we could remind ourselves why it was a good game in the first place, and hopefully the remake won't end up being a watered-down version. But I've got that on PlayStation 3 still, which is still a decent version. It doesn't run that great. I don't know if it runs any better on 360, but it's better than the PC port. The PC port is bad and still glitchy. Commend me for my commitment to the optimal versions. Well, thank you. I do make an effort.
Talk to me, Az.
I've located the source that's powering the Cerberus force fields.
Yes, I see. Shepard, take a look at this. The General is siphoning power from one of my main reactors deep in the bowels of Omega's mines.
Unfortunately, access is cut off by the force fields themselves.
Not completely. There's an open route through that dark area, then up.
The processing plant for one of the mines. It's been powered down. No force fields blocking it.
We infiltrate there, find our way through the mine, then take that elevator to the reactor's back door.
Good eyes, Shepard. Let's go.
Not without me.
Aria, my patrol, caught her in the perimeter.
Please, you didn't catch me. We're allies now. Didn't Aria tell you?
Nyreen was expected, Bray. Return to your station.
Yeah, Bray. Get back to your
The
station.
Talons are ready, but if I'm sending my people into the breach, I want to make sure those force fields come down for good. So like it or not, you're stuck with me.
It's almost as if you don't trust me.
It's exactly as if I don't trust you.
Trust me.
We're going to war together. I'll make sure we can rely on each other.
Agreed, Commander. Glad one of you isn't on a power trip.
Go wait by the med bay, Nyreen. We'll join you shortly. Shepard, I have last-minute orders to dole out. I'll meet you there, too.
Depending on how much time I have this month, by which I mean if I finish these games sooner rather than later, I might do a couple things here that are kind of in the realm of horror.
Alone.
Like Tomb Raider, Angel of Darkness. What could be more horrifying than a game that could break at any moment? It is literally being held together by duct tape and string.
Aria will be joining us soon. Now may be your only chance.
I'm not trying to undermine Aria. I know she has to be ruthless. Let her have revenge. I'm not doing this for me, and I'm not doing it for Aria or what we once had.
It's for the people of Omega. I get it.
Someone has to be their voice in all this. Incredibly powerful forces are about to do battle, with them caught in the middle. I just hope, as we bring down those force fields and go to war, that you can keep the people in mind.
What's your impression of Petrovsky?
An adversary worthy of respect. And not just because he's shrewd. When I was starting to organize the Talons, he offered amnesty to anyone who set down their weapon. A few of my people surrendered, and he made good on his word.
So he has a code.
And, as near as I can tell, it doesn't exactly match the elusive man's.
And then the other thing I was thinking of streaming this month, if I've got time, which I think I should, is Lollipop Chainsaw, which I ended up getting earlier this year for PS3. You can still get it pretty cheap for Xbox 360, but you have to have a working Xbox 360, which I do not have. And there's no backwards compatibility for the Xbox One, unfortunately. So I was able to snag a PS3 copy for relatively cheap. That game is going for insane amounts. I don't know if that's because James Gunn worked on it and he's doing the big movies now, or Suda51 worked on it and he's got a game coming out, or maybe it just has that magical quality that is unbeknownst to all man, and for some reason it just shot up in price to like $100. But yeah, I got that, and I figure it would be sort of fitting to stream it around this time. I mean, I could stream it whenever I want, I guess, but it's got zombies in it.
Are you people ready for the fight?
You needn't worry about the Talons, Shepard. They were thieves and scoundrels once, but they serve with integrity now. We're fighting for a better world. I have to wonder if the same can be said for our Asari friend. I suppose we'll know soon enough.
How did you get mixed up with Aria?
I was happy in the Turian military, but when my biotic abilities started to manifest, my superiors saw fit to reallocate me.
Manifest? I thought it was like integrated.
I couldn't use my skills to benefit my people, so I quit. I floated around the galaxy, looking for a new purpose.
And you found your way here?
More like I lost my way here. But then there was this beautiful, fierce creature who didn't let anyone define her. I'll admit, I was mesmerized. I wanted a little bit of that to rub off on me.
You seem like your own person to me.
For all the drama between us, I'm grateful to Aria. She helped me remember who I am. It took a lot to break away from her, but I regret nothing.
Maybe it's because the broad looks like Harley. Well, if it was just looks and booba, you'd think that the Xbox 360 version would be selling like the PS3 version would too, but I don't know. Like I said, there's kind of that magical factor that sort of weighs in that can never quite pinpoint. Though she is voiced by Tara Strong, who I think voices Harley now in most of the animated adaptations, so I mean there's sort of a connection.
You're a veteran. Why are you so disturbed by these adjutants?
I know fighting Reapers is old hat to you, Commander. But these... what they do to people? They could still be out there. And if they return, I don't want to even think about what would happen to Omega's people. The image of that drives me and haunts me.
What do you know about the Cerberus force fields?
The technology comes from beyond the Omega-4 relay. Flesh disintegrates upon contact. The power
we saw that with that Vorcha.
Enormous. I fear that disrupting it could destabilize other systems on the station. I hope we'll proceed with care and certainty.
Appreciate it, Nyreen.
I have to go.
We're heading out soon.
I'll be ready.
And speaking of Harley's voice actresses, long time ago, I got it on Amazon, but I got that DC Universe for PS3. God, playing an MMO on console is weird. But anyway, I got that game, and I remember hearing that Arlene Sorkin's last Harley role was in that game, and when I heard it, whoo, boy, she did not sound good. She sounded old, and she sounded very tired, and it was just really sad. So, I mean, you know, I don't know if everybody was necessarily on board with Tara Strong doing the new voice work, but Sorkin just did not have it anymore. Not for that role. Maybe for something else, but not for that one.
One of the ESO processing plants. It's been powered down, so we'll have to pry open the door.
I'll get it.
Access to the mine should be on the far side.
And the reactor is beyond that?
According to the schematics.
She was old as hell from the beginning. Yeah, kinda, but you know, like some voice actors can retain
servants for that
illusion of youth.
Spirits.
Relax. They're all Cerberus.
They've been ripped to shreds.
I don't like this.
And I don't know if maybe she just wasn't motivated to do the role to the best of her ability in that MMO, but yeah, she did not sound good. sadly. And I really liked her as in the animated series and everything else. She sounded like Harley looked in the Batman Beyond movie, Return of the Joker. You know, when old haggard Harley comes to pick up the DDs from prison at the end of the movie. Well, I think that's actually in the extended cut, but if you've seen the extended cut and you see that, old Nana Harley, that's what Arlene Sorkin sounded like.
More dead.
It's a bloodbath. Got a bad feeling. We shouldn't be...
Quiet. What's that sound?
It's probably husks.
An adjutant.
Oh no. The general must have locked this place down to keep it inside.
Why are you so agitated by the adjutants? I know exactly what I'm talking about. Well, good. You saw the extended version then. Not only do most people not know what that movie even is, but if anybody's seen it, it's usually the censored version.
The elevator to the mines is through that door.
It's deactivated.
Then we need to power this place up. There should be a master circuit breaker somewhere.
These
What,
pipes
this?
power the door. We should follow them.
Maybe not that. Security memo. The processing facility is to be locked down immediately. This is priority alpha order. Be advised that anyone or anything attempting to evacuate the area will be terminated with extreme prejudice. Alright, well, does anybody know what they're doing? Like got thick and big socks. I remember her hair was up in a bun, and she had a cane and a big hunch. If we're talking about old Arlie. I don't remember the sock situation though. I did not see a breaker. I saw a giant console next to the actual door, but that didn't seem to do anything. It was just flickering the Cerberus logo, so I don't know what we're looking for. Guess we'll find it in a sec here, though. Two different versions of how the Joker died in the flashback? Yeah, that's because one was censored for TV, which I think got the wider release, and then a few years later they released the director's cut. Which had the uncensored scenes, and it had the extended scenes, and they put in some deleted scenes. Overall, it's just a better version of that movie. It's probably the best Batman animated movie out there. Because, I mean, you know, Mask of the Phantasm is okay. It's pretty good, but it's it just feels like an extended. It feels like a two-parter from the animated series to me. It doesn't really feel special. The Sub-Zero Mr. Freeze one, kind of shitty a little bit. So again, it's average, but it's one of those things. It feels like an episode of the series, and not a particularly good one. And then the only other one was that stupid Batwoman one, and that wasn't good. I saw pieces of that on TV, and I just... yeah, not into it. Okay, I think I found what we're looking for. So yeah, Return of the Joker, definitely got to be the best of the bunch. I don't count the later ones.
Doesn't like its odds.
I'm mostly talking about like the Timverse movies, not necessarily
down a squad of soldiers.
Everything DC animated related. Credits. 1500. What a surprise. Some epic scenes in that movie.
Down this ladder.
Opening scene, fun Bond trivia fact, was heavily inspired by the opening scene of On Her Majesty's Secret Service. Bruce Timm in particular is a big fan of that movie. of which I am too.
There's the
And you
power
can definitely see
control.
the influence in like the cuts and the action style. Very reminiscent of On Her Majesty's Secret Service. One of, if not the best, James Bond movie.
I hope you'll focus on the civilian areas first.
You are relentless.
Other fun
That's one
fact,
thing we have in common.
Lex Luthor in the Bruce Timm animated series is designed after Blofeld in On Her Majesty's Secret Service, played by Telly Savalas. They were specifically looking for a design that looked similar to Telly Savalas. Shut up.
I hate those things.
Hate.
Opening scene when the Joker reveals Batman's identity.
That looks
Oh, yeah.
weird to me.
All right, back to the door.
You just mean that particular scene, though, right? How do I get back there? Because the opening scene was the fight with the Jokers with the Z, and possibly an A instead of an E and an R. It was a good movie, though. I think in terms of animated movies, it's probably up there as one of my favorites. I mean, you know, it doesn't match the quality of like a Disney animation or something like that, but it's just a really good story. It's got some nice payoff stuff if you're a fan of the series. Why is my ammo mod not sticking? How that one? The opening scene where Bruce is still in his Batman Beyond. Oh, you mean the original scene of the series, though? Because that was in the pilot episode of the Batman Beyond series. The Return of the Joker movie is just like it's like a heist with the Jokers, and Terry Batman stops him. And the action, what I was referring to with the On Her Majesty's Secret Service stuff was in that scene. Just the action in that particular scene was directed in the similar style to that Bond movie. But yeah, that's a great scene. Bruce sold and broken down. He needs the power suit to keep him aloft. Gets the shit beat out of him by a dude, I think with just like a pipe. He has to take the guy's gun, point it at him. And it's like the moment he had to hold the gun to defend himself, that was it. Never again. It was in the version you saw? I gotta disagree with you on that one. Watch Return of the Joker, and you'll... The scene that you're talking about where he says never again, that is the beginning of the Batman Beyond series. Like the television series. That's not a movie.
Let's try the elevator again. Stay alert. All right, into the elevator.
I'll seal the door.
Need to rewatch Batman Beyond at some point because it was pretty shway.
Just in case.
Yes. Never has there been a more shway series.
On to the mines. What's eating you?
Just processing.
I think we all should watch Batman Beyond again. You included, Taylor. You gotta fix those memories.
Didn't turn them into more adjutants.
I'm just giving you a hard
I
time.
can't shake it. Something's off.
I haven't seen it in a long time though, and I've been meaning to get the series on Blu-ray.
To Cerberus.
I think
Stuck it out here.
I think Taylor, you said you bought that, right?
Whatever's in our way, we deal with it.
I still need to get it. I still need to get the regular animated series on Blu-ray too. But I wanted one that didn't come with the goddamn Funko Pops for like an additional $20. And
Cerberus must be working them hard.
if the day came where those weren't included, I forgot about it. You got it on DVD. See, I got the DVD sets too, but they re-released them on Blu-ray. And DVD just ain't looking as good as it used to with modern eyes. I ripped all my DVDs, well, you know, everything that I consider important, and I've got them on my PC, and just rewatching some stuff, it just looks like shit. And then I'll have similar stuff that I get on Blu-ray and rip that, and it looks so much better. So I don't want to rewatch the series on DVD, even though I totally could, and it's somewhat illogical to go against that. I would much rather watch it on Blu-ray if I could. Goddamn grenades. Whoops, sorry, you're on my side. Probably not for much longer though, yeah? Both of those are really good though. I was just... Especially recently, after watching the Zack Snyder Justice League cut, which was so much better than the theatrical version, around that time period, whatever the hell I was streaming at that time when that came out, I had already talked about it then, so I don't know if anybody's interested, they could just look it up on the YouTube or something, but after watching that, it's got me craving a lot more DC-oriented stuff, and not necessarily like the, you know, the movie series, although I have watched a handful. But yeah, I felt like rewatching just like the animated series for Batman, even the Superman series, Justice League, all that stuff. I got the hankering, I got the itch. Get a little itchy.
We can use that maintenance elevator across the way.
It's zipping up there, isn't it? Ooh.
An alternate route across.
I guess the main one they just blasted out. There's that technique in action. You've had the itch to play in Arkham? Me too! Funny you should say that. I'm gonna do Origins this coming November or December, just because of its Christmas time theme. It's like watching Die Hard during the holiday season, the Yuletide season. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's Christmas themed, but the fact that it takes place around that time period makes it a perfect candidate. I'm thinking about doing that in Parasite Eve, just because they both kind of take place around the end of the year. But I'm saving it for that one. I do get burnt out on the Arkham games really easy. I can't do more than one in a row. And I know I'm the guy that does the back-to-back series. I just did 5 goddamn Tomb Raider games in a row, but can't do Arkham. Cannot do Arkham.
Looks like that goes under the conveyor belt.
Origins is not a bad game. It gets a lot of flack. I think because at the time it was basically an expansion pack for Arkham City. but it's a decent Batman game. I would say, looking back at it, I think I liked it better than City. You'd do City if you had to replay one. I like them all fine. There are definitely moments I like in City. I think City's a little bit too long. I think Origins is a perfect length. It doesn't overstay its welcome. I feel like City overstays its welcome. I feel like that game is just way too long. Especially if you're looking at doing the majority of stuff in it. Which typically is me. But like Arkham Asylum and Arkham Origins, I think those are perfect length games. I think City and Night kind of go on a little long. Didn't help that they didn't use Conroy. I didn't care that much that Conroy wasn't in on it. I mean, yeah, I missed him to an extent, but he's not like the main reason why I'm playing those games. I like the combat, I like the exploration, I like the gadgetry, all that stuff. I don't remember who did the voice of Batman in that game, but he didn't do a bad job. He did sound like a younger, more aggressive Batman. Which Conroy's better at the grizzled old vet at this point. He never sounds bad in that role. He's one of those guys that can keep up the illusion of, you know, just how old he is versus how old the character is. But he definitely comes across better as an older version of Batman, so. The fact that Origins was like young Batman, I didn't mind that they got somebody else. But the biggest gripe was that they just reused the... Well, you did that. They reused the same goddamn map from City. And if you had just played City, which that one came out, you know, in between City and Night, it didn't feel like there was that much different going on, so... Origins is very straightforward. Yeah, and I think that's more what I'm looking for right now. I don't want to get into anything that branches off too much. Kind of not in the mood for an open world game right now. That might change by the time December, November rolls around, but yeah, I gotta cut down on these like longer form games. Which is funny because I'm thinking of starting an RPG after October, but haven't fully made up my mind on that. Oh, there it is.
Which? They know our target. Expect heavy reinforcements.
Some people didn't like Night because they didn't like the vehicle segments. Was that what aggravated you? I didn't mind it. I never really had a problem with it. I love the Scarecrow, and I liked a lot of the side missions, so I liked Night quite a bit. I don't think I loved it, like, playing through it the first time like I loved some of the other games, but it was pretty good. And it just looked so sharp at the time. It felt like a next generation game. What's going on here? Shotgun Omniblade 2.
Looks like Cerberus invaded here. Killed everyone.
Chakra launcher. That sounds interesting, but I'm not going to equip it.
Now we're paying them
It's
back.
going to be level 1 and it's going to suck.
I'm sure your dead workers feel much better now.
Way too much tankmobile. See, and that's what a lot of people say. I did not really mind it that much. In fact, I didn't mind it at all. I don't remember caring when I played through it. There were, when you entered a new area, you were kind of expected to do like mandatory clear the area with the Batmobile, but I thought it was kind of cool.
Careful. This place is falling apart.
If you did it, I could see where if you did it, and I did it, but I could see more of a case if you did like all the optional stuff, because there was a lot of optional missions with the Batmobile.
We're not being attacked anymore.
I could see people getting sick of it,
Be ready
but
for anything.
as far as like the core game goes, I thought it was okay. Felt like you're playing Armored Core. That was a loose version of Armored Core. Which Armored Core have you played? I wish Armored Core wasn't as rigid as it is. I'm thinking of streaming that game a while back. Haven't done it yet, though.
Why are you grinning, Aria?
We're almost there. When the force fields come down, this war finally begins.
For some of us, it started months ago.
That wasn't war, babe. That was just warm-up.
That was your problem. We tried to do too much optional. Yeah, and that's kind of the feeling I got with City, too. Like I said, I think of all 4 of those games, City and Night are the longest, and they've got the most crap to do. And City in particular, I remember trying to do everything, and I just got so burnt out. I don't think... I mean, I probably would at some point, but I still don't feel like I ever want to play that game again. Just because of how burnt out I got in it. And I did it 100%. But yeah, doing the 100% in that game was not fun by the time I got to the end of it. And it's one of those deals where I did it once. I don't think I need to do it again. Not even from like a partial standpoint. So I could sympathize with that in the case of Night.
Your plan of attack was impeccable.
Looks like we were expected.
More like lured.
I knew the reactor would be the hard target. I gave you no choice but this route.
Stop stroking your
Why
ego.
don't you do this in person, Petrovsky? Get your own hands dirty.
I take no pleasure in any of this, Commander. You're the ones trying to start a war for the glory of Aria. But now it's over.
This isn't over until your next of kin can't identify you.
I love your bravado, but have the sense to know when you're beaten. You've been neutralized, and I can leave you there to rot. You might as well.
Couple more games long enough already. No kidding.
Aria, what are you thinking?
Origins is a safe bet. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Aria, don't.
Nice way to ease into it. And I'll get to the others eventually. Because I've not done any of those games on stream except for Night, and that was like a couple streams only.
Damn it, Aria, you're forcing my hand. We'll do it your way then.
Nyreen, Max.
And unlike the previous games, I bought Night first on PC, and I was trying to stream off the PC at the same time, and that was back when I think I was back when I was running either the 970, or hell, it might have even been that 680 card I had. That was not good. Like, when I played it, it was okay. I was probably getting around 30 FPS, but when I looked at the stream, my god, it was choppy. Gonna play the new ones? That one seems to be in development now. I don't know what's going on with that game. Oops, that's not what I wanted. But it's like there was that initial announcement, and then nothing else ever came out after it. Same thing with the Suicide Squad game. It's like they had that initial reveal, and then nothing else after it. I wouldn't mind. It's not necessarily something I'm looking forward to, but I wouldn't mind playing it. Oh shit. Well, that's the Aria for you. I think it's called Knights, though, like Gotham Knights. What I would want, and it's been a long time since Rocksteady has done a Batman game. Everybody's all into the cyberpunk shit lately, because they all got hyped up for that awful looking game. But I would love to see a Batman Beyond video game adaptation. It's already taken off as a pretty decent comic book series. in the past like 6 years. So we've proven that it could last outside of a animated capacity.
Spirits, Aria. How did you know you could do that?
I didn't.
She broke the barrier. Everyone wants a Batman game, but no one wants a new TMNT game that doesn't suck shit and has a soundtrack that rivals sewer surfing. Well, we're getting Shredder's Revenge. People seem to be pretty hyped about that April announcement, like a couple weeks ago. Young game would be sick. Gotta cut it. Alright. Well, thanks for hanging around. Appreciate it. It is getting a little bit late. I think this DLC mission's almost over anyway, and I'm gonna stop as soon as we're done, so I ain't gonna be around much longer. But thank you, Taylor. Appreciate it. Always good chatting with you. You have a good night. But yeah, just given as much as you could do with Batman Beyond, but still be a you know, a core, at its core, a Batman game. I think it'd be really cool to have something like that. I don't remember any good Turtles games that weren't beat 'em ups though. Back on the topic of TMNT stuff, because it's like the arcade games, the arcade ports, and then that's it. I think there was one. There was one that was like a 3D beat 'em up. I don't remember that one being that great, but it came out like in the mid-late 2000s. I think it was the same people that did the Transformers Devastation. Who was that? Was that Clover? Or Platinum? But I don't remember. I played it a little bit. I don't remember liking it that much. And I just don't know what else you could do with a Turtles game. So you need to have like fast-paced martial arts action. There's not too many games like that. I guess there's stuff like Yakuza, but that just seems unfitting for Turtles. It's not really the type of series that works well with a drama.
Shepard, get off your ass.
I didn't know where I was supposed to go. I thought I was just holding them off. But it's like I'm making my way over there, and it's like, get off your ass. Should have told me that when I was just standing around.
You can't do this, Commander. There's more at stake than you know. That reactor powers life support systems for dozens of wards across the station. Shut it down and thousands of people perish.
Oops.
Hearing this, Aria?
Yes, and I don't care. Shut it down. Shepard, don't. Try rerouting power away from the force fields.
Nah.
Can't risk it.
Three people out of that crowd charge.
All units, battle
So
stations,
be it.
prepare for attack. Get the demolition crews into position.
You okay?
Never better.
That makes one of us. You let thousands die by overloading that reactor. You should have tried, Shepard.
Shepard did what was necessary. No qualms, no hesitation. Take a good,
no
hard
qualms.
look. That's what fearlessness looks like.
What are you driving at, Aria?
You fought bravely against those mechs in there, Nyreen. Very impressive.
But?
Why can't you bring that same grit when adjutants attack? It's pathetic. You tense up at the mere mention of those abominations. What's gonna happen if we run into more, Nyreen? Huh?
She'll find out what she's really made of. Let's move on.
Gladly. The war's starting. I don't mean to miss it.
She's never been big on thank yous. Getting reports. All force fields down. Civilians taking to the streets in droves. Cerberus pulling back.
That won't last.
The people don't have the training to go up against Cerberus front lines. They'll be wiped out.
Civilian casualties can't be avoided. You'll have to accept this.
Say what you will, Aria. I won't allow senseless deaths.
The people are meant to distract Cerberus, not us.
I know what to do, Commander.
Aria, Bray here.
Report.
My team is scouting the maintenance tunnels. We've encountered Cerberus forces escorting engineers. They're moving gear. Look to be setting explosives to the station's central support columns.
Bray, engage. Delay them as long as you can. We're coming.
Got it. Roll out, people.
If they detonate the main column, they'll cut off the way to Afterlife. The Talon offensive will be stopped cold.
So we split up.
Yes. Nyreen, lead the frontal assault. Shepard and I will meet you in the markets after we've taken care of those bombs.
Of course. But don't count on me building your memorials if you get yourselves killed.
Don't get ahead of yourself. The only route to the central column is through the tunnels.
Don't let them through.
Else I could grab? I guess not. Surprised that they give me the option to, oh, what the hell? Took off my modifications again. Anyway, surprised they give me the option to work on a bench in the middle of combat. Quick. Oh, damn it. She had the back. A little too fast. Got the sniper rifle again. You know what I don't have equipped? Because I figured that it would just keep my modifications on, but it doesn't. Get that cryo ammo back on.
Extend the dam in the control room. That should get us across.
This damn control.
Let's go.
Irene here. We've engaged Cerberus and cleared our first target. ETA to the Gozu district is on track.
Excellent.
What is down here? Oh,
Eric,
couch?
found what you wanted. Sending you the coordinates now.
Is that my couch?
Yes. I guess it was somewhat hidden. Oh, they're cutting through. The door was just open. Or are they sealing it? Maybe they're sealing it. He died and then he died again.
Shepard, we need to get to the central column before Cerberus sets off those bombs.
We took a slide.
We're hitting less resistance. I think they're sending forces your way.
They're messing
Wouldn't
with
be
the support
surprised.
columns. We have to stop them. Over there. We can get to the bomb controls once the access panels are open.
Over where?
Got it.
Those bombs just went live. The console is locked. We'll have to manually disable them. Take care of the bombs, Shepard. I'll handle Cerberus.
You say that, but goddamn. Every time I try to shoot something, it erupts with the shield.
Just one to go.
those three. Oh, that didn't work.
This way, Shepard. Over here.
We're clear.
Good. Nyreen, things are under control here. What's your situation?
We're advancing through the Gozu district.
Move forward. Keep that flank covered.
Yes, boss.
We're holding our own, but Cerberus has started targeting the civilians. Reports of casualties are coming in from all sectors.
Just get to the rendezvous point. That's all that matters.
Not in my world. Nyreen out.
So how exactly do we get to Afterlife from here?
I'm thinking the straightforward approach for a change.
You all right? Shotgun high velocity barrel.
Cerberus.
How do you know that? It could be the talent. Never mind. Adjutants here. Track our progress and seal the rooms behind us.
Yes, Aria.
Get your ass to work, ass.
Looks like they bit off more than they could chew.
We should get a move on.
With the civilian population contained,
What was all this shit? This looks mandatory. Hold up, let me go. And I'll get stuck on the bars there. I'm gonna go check back here, though. Locker. Oh. Is that all it was?
civilian population contained, we should
This has
be
been on
ready
loop
to
for
initiate
past
the
10
next phase
minutes.
of the project on schedule. Before host conversion, we should begin the process of fusing the control implants to the subject's nervous systems. With the current success ratio, we project being able to surpass demand by 300%. The first-generation adjutants have been transferred from the containment area and are being outfitted with the implants. The previous batches have been processed and moved to the storage area. We can now control when and where the adjutants convert their victims. Initial testing on various species provides ample proof the virus can adapt flawlessly, regardless of the host used.
I gotta be honest, I don't really care about this.
Civilian population contained,
It's not like we see these things at any other point in the game. So who gives a shit?
Before host conversion, we should begin the process of fusing the control implants to the subject's nervous systems. With the current success ratio, we project being able to surpass demand by 300%.
Wow, 300%.
Those idiots were experimenting on adjutants.
That explains the ones we saw earlier.
High priority memo. Excuse me. Test adjutants have escaped. They are rounded up, to be rounded up and transferred to Central HQ's holding area. Post haste! It's not lingo I would expect to hear in the, like, 23rd century. Damage is to be avoided at all costs under penalty of severe combat pay deductions.
Extra security. The doors only open one at a time.
Makes sense, considering what they had locked up in here.
Door's unlocked. Let's get out of here. That doorway leads to the Gozu district. Look out!
Always people running for the entrance that you come through, and then this, like, falling, flying, jumping, dying. They all end in death. A little bit of equipment. Oh. Just 1,500. Well, not the gun I thought I had. Let's see if this is in range. I doubt it, but... Oh no, we're good. Okay, there's some Cerberus down there that's screaming in agony. Where's he at? Oh, Aria got him. Good job.
Aria and I are entering the Gozu district.
Understood.
Finally, been hearing about this Gozer district for like 30 minutes.
Take out the turret!
Love being able to cut through that smoke.
We're almost there.
Been saying that for the past hour. For some reason, I don't believe you.
Friendly's incoming. Irene is waiting for you two in the markets.
If that Talon scout hadn't found us earlier, we'd be dead.
I keep thinking I'm going to switch to the other shotgun, but... Oh, hey, the Mad Priest. He's finally got an audience. He's in the exact same spot.
Restore your souls to glory before it is too late. This great station has fallen, and all within shall fall.
We got this covered. Go, go, go!
Got 3 of those shotgun Ami blades on this DLC.
Irene here. Something's not right.
Cerberus is still on my station. Of course something's not right.
Not what I was talking about. I'm checking this out. Going radio silent.
What the hell is she doing?
I don't know. Guess we'll find out.
Where's Irene?
Scouting ahead. We've got our hands full holding this area.
She's going on to Afterlife.
We can't keep this up much longer.
They're retreating!
Of course. Literally the only thing good about this DLC, and then they just up in smoke.
That's it. Tell your boss.
Thanks, BioWare.
Enough! You all! Petrovsky dies. Now.
Good, good. That's what we came here to do.
Irene Kandros was a good soldier. It's a shame she had to die for your petty ambitions.
You're a dead man.
No, wait!
Well, that was dumb.
What now, Petrovsky?
Divide and conquer, Commander. Kandros killed the adjutants we hadn't finished experimenting on. These are fully under our control. The prototypes for our future army. Hold the perimeter. Keep Shepard away from those generators. Keep Shepard away from those generators.
Fucking kidding me? I think I had like near full shields too. That's a pretty damn harsh grenade. Oh, there it is.
Can't stop me so easily.
Hold the perimeter.
Okay. Just kind of goddamn reload. Yeah, trying to run, not trying to take cover. Cool. Man, that is some kind of rough.
Hold the perimeter. Keep Shepard away from those generators.
These bastards are a bit of an issue. And it's this combined with... Oh my god.
Hold the perimeter. Keep Shepard away from those generators.
I'm gonna go after this one over here because it seems to be the trickiest to get to. Wow.
Hold the perimeter. Keep Shepard away from those generators. Keep Shepard away from those generators. Hold the perimeter.
Oh!
Ugh. Forget it. I'm not going on that one. Stop. Stop. Oh my god, every time I try to run somewhere, she just takes cover. That is not what I'm trying to do. Kidding me?
Hold the perimeter.
Oh no! No! Oh, we gotta do all that again. Shit. This is awful. Trying to sprint everywhere and then getting caught on the cover all the cover spots. These goddamn things. All these enemies, like, respawning. The fact that they do all these area of effect attacks, they could take no recoil damage and just plow straight through your weapons. Got the snipers after you, you got those agitators with their bubble attacks. Just all kinds of awful going on. Aria, are you here? Are you helping me out? I feel like she's not helping me out. We still had Cerberus, like, coming through. Seems like every time I can mind control someone, they just, like, follow me. I don't know if they're attacking me or not. I'm guessing they're not, but they're like not fighting anything else.
Cease and desist all aggression. It's over.
Yeah, shut down your stupid chess game. Get out.
That is the most pathetic thing I've ever heard.
Shepard, I'm unarmed, and I can give the Alliance intel on the elusive man.
You'll say anything to save your skin.
I let you escape, Omega. I deserve mercy.
Is this true, Aria? Inexplicably. I think he'd agree now that it was the biggest mistake of his life.
But this is murder.
That's right. Cold-blooded murder. No less than you deserve.
get a quick, easy death.
That wasn't quick and easy? Oh no, he's still alive. Wait, what? What did you do? Do the old mind meld with him? It's one slow
Clean up
clapping
this
of
mess.
sorry in there.
Well, that was deeply satisfying. I'm a little surprised. I thought you might try to interfere.
Why
Nah, it's a Renegade playthrough.
This partnership has been an exercise in frustration.
We won.
Yes, I know. But I like to know what makes people tick. Especially someone I might need something from in the future. So come clean. Have you been trying to work me? Validating me 1 minute, judging me the next? Which is it really?
I don't really care.
I like it
Why
better
don't
that
you
you
just
don't
guess?
know. I'd hate to see you get too comfortable.
You are a truly dangerous person. And don't worry, I honor my debts. You'll have all the troops, ships, and Ezo that I promised.
Then I'll be going.
Bray will take you back. I have a station to whip into shape. Citizens of Omega, hear me. I, Aria, have given you back your lives. My rule is reignited. My hand is on the controls once more, and I will not let go again.
Each of you owes a debt. Gain my favor by rounding up the remaining
Cerberus invaders and we'll take our revenge. It's their turn to tremble. Their turn to bleed.
Going forward, your lives will be hard. But the price you pay is for your
freedom. Only I can protect that. And hear this. I will make Omega impenetrable. No one will ever threaten my domain again.
From this day on, the galaxy will know one hard truth.
Don't fuck with Omega.
You always get these crap details, Bray?
Not this time. You got a galaxy to save. Let's get you off this rock.
Thanks. And then back to the dancing girls. Unread messages at my terminal. Is it you, or did Aria seem like a downgrade from ME2? Specifically from Don't Fuck with Aria? Well, I don't know if just because I mean the Omega line was in reference to that, so I don't seem that's much of a downgrade. But I think the less we see of our Aria, the better. I think this is a bit of a case of overexposure. Still kicking from Grace Sato. Commander Shepard, just want to say how indebted I am to you, not just for saving my life, but for giving me a greater sense of purpose. After our ordeal securing the array base on Taram, I now know I have something more than my technical expertise to offer. Grace Sato, system technician, 3rd grade. Oh, 3rd graders. Even the youngins are getting in on this. Now that was a side mission I did with the Cerberus deal. It wasn't terribly interesting, just fighting some Cerberus troops. Something about the close-up seemed better in 2. Oh, you're talking specifically about the camera shot? I don't know. I guess they were trying to replicate it and didn't quite get it right. Not that I care that much in that particular sense. But that was a long DLC, and maybe now people might realize why I was reluctant to do that at first. It's not one of my favorites. That DLC needs to be half as long, and I don't know. I just get sick of fighting Cerberus that much. I'm not I like the combat in this game, but yeah, Cerberus is like, with the smoke grenades and shit, and you know, all the crap going on. That last little boss battle there was not fun. Having to shut down the shield generators and getting like stun locked by the weird agitator bubbles, and the Cerberus with their super guns just plowing through your. You get stun locked by the agitators, and then you get your health and shields taken down super quick by just general Cerberus weaponry, and then the agitators just like, if they lunge at you, they pretty much take you down half your health, so that's pretty bad. It's not terrible. I do like parts of it, but I do think a lot of the locations in there seem very samey. It's a lot of metal, and it's a lot of orange and red hues, and yeah, I don't know. It's just, I think it's too much. Like I said, if it was half as long, I wouldn't mind it as much, but it is what it is. I think it's okay. It does get somewhat frustrating though, and not my most favorite DLC. I do like Nyreen. I wish she was in the game. I wish she could be an optional party member, you know, that you could take with you outside of Omega. It's a damn shame that they had to kill her off in this same DLC that they introduced her in. Didn't mean much when she made the sacrifice, because you don't know her that much, and but you know, you can see that there's inklings of a good character there, and then she just dies, so it's all the more disappointing, especially if you know it's coming, because it's like, oh great, here we go, let's not get attached to this character. So yeah, disappointing on that end too. They had potential to be a good DLC, but just came shy with a number of issues. Wasn't too bad though, and I did enjoy it for the most part. Get some decent combat in. But that DLC is like 3 hours. Granted, I was, you know, chatting and doing some other things, but in any case, it was a long one. Also, for some reason, that was coming through my speakers, and I don't think that actually went through desktop. That's okay. Anyway, we're going to be calling it for tonight, and let me see here. Old Scoob. What is he playing? I thought that said Clown Trick. I don't know what that is. Let's go ahead and give Scoob a raid. Cool dude. He usually plays a variety of games. Lots of indie stuff. I think he was doing some Overcooked earlier with his wife. That looked fun. I don't know what Crown Trick is, but that's what he's playing now, apparently. So we'll go ahead and send him the raid, and you guys have a good night. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Magnus, for the lurking. Appreciate that. And thanks again to Snake for the gift subs. Appreciate that. So you guys take care. Have a good night. And I'll try to be back tomorrow, maybe. We'll see about doing some Psychonauts. So until then, take care. Have a good night.